Yes. A legendary. Oh. Hello everyone, it's Nate and welcome back to the channel, and today is Lorcana Sunday. But this box is a little bit different. Why is this box different? I went to a set championship, placed top 8, and got a box. Unfortunately, I did not walk away with the Ursula. I did lose in the first round in the quarters. Makes me sad. Green Steel, super powerful, and I was not playing Green Steel and I lost to it. So, this was a fresh case. I did get the first box in the case. Here's hoping for an Enchanted. Or a double Enchanted if I'm really lucky. So, we'll go from left to right, because I believe in the left side in Lorcana boxes. Now, in terms of what we are looking for, it's mostly cold foils. I do believe we have every card that isn't cold foil. Obviously, Enchanteds are a little different. We did get our first legendary of Triton. Yeah, Enchanteds are a little different. We are still missing 12 because there's 16 now. We definitely have 4. We have Queen, a location, or 2 locations. No, we have 3 locations. Oh man. No, 2 locations, and look at this family. And yeah, so we need quite a bit still. I know I'm not really listing them, but you guys have probably seen many weeks, but I will at least try to do the rares. We don't talk about Brino's awesome. I love that card. And True Heart. And our cold foil is a basic uncommon. In fact, when it comes to our cold foils, I believe we have all the commons, if I remember correctly. We might be missing like 1 or 2 uncommons. And when it comes to the rares, we're missing about half of them. Super rares are about a quarter of them. And legendaries, all of them minus Diablo, Triton, and Ursula. There might be one more. We got a Hercules, Elsa, ooh, and Gaston. Although I know for a fact we do have the cold foil of Gaston. So, nothing new there. Man, the set championships was a lot of fun. Lots of green steel. We're talking 60%. It was definitely half the field at the very least. Unfortunately, a deck I was playing did not have a great matchup into it. Real fast. Rhea. Rhea again, but just the red one. And then Mystic Rose. I don't want to say it didn't have a great matchup. I did not have a lot of playtesting into it, so I just assumed the matchup was really bad, but it actually turned out pretty well. Unfortunately, in the finals, I petered out faster than he did. I was playing a lemon lime deck, and yeah, by the time I was done petering out, Treasures Untold, a Pete, and a Gleam. His top decks will be infinitely better because he's running Beast and Robin Hood, and my top end is Pegasus and Kita. And although those kind of work, they kind of have a fundamental problem of they don't draw cards. One of them does, and the other trades for lore, which is really good. Namari, Cricky, and then a cold foil small Ursula. Opinions. If you're doing a set championship, your safe bets are Ruby Am, Green Steel, and Blue Steel. Now, Red Underworld, yes, a legendary. Oh, well, we got an Enchanted. Hello Diablo normal legendary, and hello and True Heart Enchanted. Well, this box is one of my favorite boxes of all time. And yeah. Well, now I know that that box that those guys had, I am so terrified of hurting this Enchanted, putting this in here, that I am screwing this up. I am just going to hand this to my lovely cameraman. He could deal with it. But, alright, well, this box might be completely dead already. Cold foils could still be amazing. And you could go right here off to the side. Sorry guys, I know I'm no longer doing this, but the Ann has got me all sorts of riled. Oh man, I know I was talking about like what to bring too, but yep, good old Ann and Diablo instantly. Hey look, baby Diablo in cold foil. Okay, so left side Enchanted again. Thank you, left side. You're not the only one that produces Enchanteds on this channel, but you're more consistent than middle and right for sure. Maybe I should just do left side last, just so to save that suspense, right? Okay, so Ruby Am, super safe. It has a great matchup into everything. Blue Steel actually does pretty well into what's its name? Green Steel. The steel removal is very good and handy for Diablo. And then Green Steel just is a nasty deck that, with the inclusion of Bucky and Diablo tandem together, although you can get in many arguments. However, I do agree that Diablo makes Bucky infinitely better. However, if they produce more 3-drops Floodborn, that would have followed the case for them as well. That's probably the reason why they nerfed Bucky into the ground. And as soon as August 9th, he is literally unplayable. He might as well have been banned, because that's how unplayable he's going to be. And yeah, it's... ooh. Alright. But, there are a couple other decks that are top tier. Obviously, Blue-Red is still pretty good, but Ruby Am just kind of kicks it in its teeth. And Green Steel still has a pretty good matchup into it. Obviously, Brawls make it so Diablo doesn't work, but seeing as how they can't deal with the Bucky, it just kind of goes, well, I play Bucky on 2, I play Diablo, sure, you kill it. I play Jafar, then I play Beast, then I play Robin Hood. Hey, you had a hand, it's gone. And most of the cards I just mentioned, hey, basic Jasmine, rare, cold foil, that's nice. Could kill Flavorshim, which is their draw engine, and it's, your match sucks. So the reason why I went with Lemon Lime, though, is Lemon Lime does really well into both blue decks. You could go after their items. You could go after their spells. Like, everything that makes a blue deck good, you could go after. And they have a hard time recovering while you're questing for 2, typically, with most of the creatures in there. Or most of the characters. So then there's Ruby Am. I actually do pretty well in Ruby Am. About a third of Ruby Am. Ooh, another legendary. Hello, Donald Duck. About a third of Ruby Am is some kind of item, spell, or location. I mean, there's no items, sure, but like, they have enough actions, songs, and locations for my discard Ursula to actually inflict heavy damage into their hands. And then there's, unfortunately, Green Steel. Now, we're both going after the same type of discards. Them having a Bucky down isn't terrible, but them having Diablo down is awful. I decided not to go the Diablo route. Peter Pan, cold foil, very nice. We might be missing that. Because I went with the Prince John route rather than the Diablo route, unfortunately, my draw gets countered because every time I cause them to discard on my turn, their Diablo is just restoring the card I got rid of. Now, there are certain cases where that's okay. Like, if they only have one card because they replaced it with... Because if they only have one card at their last... You know, because they drew it from Diablo, I could just kind of work with it. It's just... Yeah, I'm causing a discard, I'm drawing another card, but they're also replacing the card. It's just me keeping them time locked into one card. The fundamental problem is the second they have more than one, they're now controlling what they're discarding, and they're just always going to keep the better one of it. So, yeah. Alright. Now with the right side. Every box is pretty much guaranteed like 3 legendaries. I believe we have seen a 2 legendary low roll box, so it is possible. However, it's very unlikely. We already hit our 3 legendaries. The right side might be completely empty, unfortunately. Considering with the Enchanted, I'm already very satisfied with this box. We did hit another legendary. It is Piglet with an Aladdin cold foil. We hit the 2 steel legendaries from this set, and unfortunately both of them don't really see play. Donald Duck had an incredible amount of hype around him, but he just, in the 4 slot, he doesn't do a lot. And with how Bucky's built, like, he can't just jump in there. Maybe when Bucky's gone, he could kind of jump in there because he could create some weird nonsense with trading, causing his allies to gain more lore. And maybe there would be like a hero variant of him with Bucky. You know, with like the song that allows him to attack readied characters. Like you could do that with Robin Hood as well. Who knows? There's a possibility in the future, but it's one of those, like, he's just a dead card right now. And then Piglet, unfortunately, has the terrible mechanic of having 0 cards activate effect. I really wish they said if there's 1 or less cards, it would have its activation. However, I guess Tiana would be way too powerful if you just had, oh yeah, I exert her, and then there's just 1 card in my hand. So I get it, but it's one of those, like, unfortunately, to attack a ready character and not have any cards in hand feels awful. And you just feel like you're going to lose, right? Being empty-handed like that, even if your opponent can't play any actions, like, they can still play items. And they could still do incredible amount of damage with some creatures. Like this CZ right here just creates a ton of nonsense. And then if they have a Diablo, they're even drawing more cards and getting further ahead. And Tiana's not immune to death. Red decks can easily answer her still. So I don't know. It's a feel bad kind of thing. So, ooh, Goofy cold foil. I know we have this, but it's always nice to see a Goofy cold foil. Damn. With our last 3 packs. Another spicy deck I saw there. One of my buddies was running it. He was running a Steel Mufasa deck. It was basically designed to kill Bucky. It had decent mashups across the board. Unfortunately, me and him had a bubbling issue, so I got 8th place to make it into the top 8. He got 9th. My tiebreakers were better, so I forced him out. It was pretty bad. I felt bad, but you know, stuff happens, and he understood. But all the same, it was just like, man, I wish we both could have made it. So, with your set championships, I would take a look at those decks. Man, I love We Don't Talk About Bruno. We got another legendary. There's our Hades. And a Chim Pao. Probably one of the most underrated cards. in this set. He deals so well with Maui. Like, he doesn't kill the Maui, but the fact that he lives to it is just so brutal. Well, right side gave me some legendaries. I appreciate that, right side. I mean, you're clearly not better than the left side here. But, man, oh man. With our last pack, I don't even expect last pack magic. I just love it. So, let's go with it. Dodge, Aurora, Ursula, Brawl. Oh, I love and hate that card. TikTok, Yao, Mulan, Olaf, Jensen, the Underworld, Blue Ariel, and then a Cold Foil, Raya, the Unstoppable Force. This is another super rare, but I'm pretty sure we have her. Honestly, this box was amazing. This, like, tournament fee cost me 40 bucks. This box was like 120 technically. And then I hit an Enchanted, which is probably a 150 of the making of this video, with a Diablo, which is still in the $40 range. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast. Please drop a like and subscribe down below, or check out one of these other videos, both of which would help us tremendously. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Happy pulling. Deuces.